disappeared up the stairs. A minute later, I heard footsteps thundering back down, and then he was jumping the turnstile on my side of the station. My stomach dropped to my feet. "The trains," he said. He wasn't out of breath at all. "They're not running." He was much taller now that he was close, looming over me. There was a crackling sound from the tracks. I looked down to see the rat struggling to pull the coffee cup through a crevice. "I heard you," I said. "I meant, like, what?" "No trains," he insisted. "The power's down. Look." He pointed to the train display as if it were normally a reliable source of information. "The whole city's blacked out. You don't know? How long have you been waiting here? Haven't you seen the sky?" Nothing he said made any sense. The sky? I had no idea how long I'd been waiting. Somewhere between 5 and 45 minutes. My sense of time was abysmal even under normal circumstances. "You have to come see," he said, extending a hand. I didn't move. His hand hung there between us, preposterously larger than mine. I wasn't going to follow him anywhere, this stranger with his strings of words that meant nothing at all. I glanced again at the display. He let his hand drop. He scratched the back of his head. "Okay, I get it. I'm coming off a bit strong, huh? I'm not a creep, I swear." "You should get that tattooed," I said. "The creep motto." He laughed. His laugh surprised me, unabashed and echoing across the empty station, as though I were not a stranger, but a friend. "I guess that's true," he said. The laugh was still on his face. I gathered my courage and looked directly at him for the first time, though only for a second, so that I got a smattering of impressions rather than a good look. Strong eyebrows and high cheekbones, and a wide forehead, plainer and strange. His nose was crooked, but his teeth were very straight. He was wearing a black windbreaker that was too big, even on him. "Look," he said. "My name's Constantine Brave." "No way," I blurted. "That's an awful fake name. Worse than Joe Alibi. Worse than John Smith." He threw up his hands. All his movements seemed like this, sudden and a little jerky. I thought of Don Quixote, baffled by windmills and giants. "No, I swear. It's my real name. Most people call me Constant, and some people just call me Brave. But you can call me whatever you want. What's your name?" I felt like I'd walked into a trap, though I hadn't asked for his name in the first place, or asked him to come to my side of the station. "Ocean," I said, eventually, when I could think of no way around it. "My name's Ocean Sun." He didn't accuse me of making it up, though he could have, since Ocean Sun is not empirically more or less ridiculous than Constantine Brave. He only nodded and repeated it several times. "Ocean, ocean, ocean." Like an incantation. It sounded strange in his voice, almost unfamiliar. I was worried I'd forget to answer somehow if he ever called me, like it was fake after all. "It's good to meet you, Ocean. And now, you must come see something extraordinary." I peered at him, or rather at a spot on his chin that I didn't feel so afraid to look at directly. The lights in the station were difficult to see by. Emergency lights, I realized, on their own little generator. My stomach suddenly felt hollow. I couldn't remember a single thing I knew for certain. "Are you dead too?" I asked. "What?" "Never mind," I said. "What's so extraordinary?" I followed Constant. Constant. The inconsistent, who appeared from thin air, out of the train station, and felt powerfully that I was dreaming. His body blocked out everything but the 2 feet or so directly in front of me. I had some fuzzy peripherals, but no aerial awareness at all, since he had probably a foot and a half on me. On the narrow subway steps, he made me claustrophobic. Over his shoulder, he said, "Want to hear me sing, Eurydice?" Then he winked at me and tapped the right side of his